You guys join in. Let's go. Join in, guys. Let's go. We are still waiting for our members. More people to join in because I don't want to repeat myself. How are you guys doing? Happy New Week. How was your weekend? Excuse me. I trust it was fine. Did you guys enjoy your weekend? I hope you did. I hope you did. Okay. Join in. If you are here, you are on time. Congratulations, you are on time. Let's get started. So we usually wait for our members at least 4 to 5 minutes for them to join in, and then we kick off. Okay, so it's already 4 minutes. I think we'll have to get started. Excuse me. If this is your first time joining my live, you are welcome. This live is basically for beginners to show and give you simple guidelines for beginners who are struggling with drawing their eyebrows, right? Okay, so if this is your first time, you are welcome, and if you have been joining, God bless you. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate. So I just want to trim out. If you are joining from Facebook, thank you. Okay. All right, let's get started. We have a good number of you here, and this is already 6 minutes. Okay. All right, so this is basically for beginners, like I said. I'm here just to, this is not the regular way of drawing your brows. This is not the classic way. This is just following some tips and tricks that's gonna help you achieve your brows, a perfect brows, the same. Okay, so I have as usual, my brow pomade, or you can call it a brow gel, in the shade of black. This is black, and this is brown. Okay, but I usually mix the both of them together to get the shade I have in mind, because this is way too black for me and this is way too light for me, right? So I usually mix the both of them together to get a perfect shade for me. And then in the absence of that, you can actually use your pencil. If you have a pencil, the black or the brown, whichever color, there is no standard shade. There is no standard color for anyone. If you are the type that loves black color, go ahead. If you like brown color, go ahead. If you like dark, not black, darker color, go ahead. Mix it together, and then you have your vibe in your mind. And then the next thing we will need is our concealer. This is my concealer from Ocean. The source, this one is from Million Pollen. It's called Million Pollen. I don't know, there are different good brands. Most times I don't like to advertise brands. like to advertise brand, but because you asked, I will tell you. This is from Million Pollen. Okay. All right. Okay. So the next thing we'll be using is our concealer. The concealer from Ushers. Oh, this is spilling or what? Okay, so this concealer is from Ushers. From Ushers, okay? And then, okay, applying this, you will need a brow brush that is very tiny, something that is flat and tiny, so that it will help you to be in control. Okay, you don't need something. Let me give you an example. You don't need things like this. These things are not good for your brows. If you have something very big like this and fluffy like this, it's a no, 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 no for your eyebrows. It's a no, 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 no. You can actually use this one for your concealer, okay? So basically, you need something that is tiny and flat as possible, all right? Okay. This is actually for drawing your eyebrows. This is for this. And then for this you will need this. Okay, for this you will need this, something like this, okay, something that's a little bit wider, flatter and slimmer, like this. All right. Okay, that being said, let's get into the game proper. So we're gonna go ahead and mix. This is what I use, so I'll go ahead and start mixing it together. I'll scoop out some amount and then I'll keep it on my hand. Okay, whenever you open this, make sure you close it immediately when you are done. You don't have to leave it open because it tends to dry. All right, that's why a lot of people, after buying it in few months, it's gone because you always leave it open. Whenever you open it, try as much as possible to close it very fast. So I'll go ahead and mix the both of them. I'll mix the both of them together. And here it is. It is not same with this one. Can you see? It is not same with this one. This one is lighter. And this one is also darker. It's not same with this. This is darker, right? So I can't use this. I can't also use that other one. But this is not like I usually say. This is not a standard. This is not compulsory. I don't know how to put it so you understand. This is not that this is just the way you do it. No. If you like something that is way darker, go ahead. If you like something that is way lighter, go ahead. And so we'll start by brushing out the brows. Okay, there is another trick I'm gonna show you. This will also go a long way in helping you. Okay, this is a setting powder. If you want to if you don't want to be struggling while drawing your eyebrows, Use your setting powder, apply it here, and then this is just to make sure this place is not greasy or wet. Okay, it's also gonna help you if you're using eye pencil. It will go a long way helping you so it will show properly, right? Okay, so at this point we'll brush it out. Go ahead and brush it out, brush it out, brush it out. This will help you get your eyebrow in shape. Okay, so at this point we'll take some little amount, and then you know the trick, right? If you're a new person here, if you are new, I will show you. So this is how we know where to start drawing our brows, where to take it up and where to end it. We place this here. When we place this here, we stretch it to this part of the eyelid, the inner corner of your eyelid, and wherever it stretches out to, that's where you should start drawing. This way, right? So we do it this way. Straight. Okay, let's make an arc here first, a dot. We make a dot. Okay, and then straight. We make a dot. Okay, and then how do we know this point, the midpoint? Place it here, stretch it to the midpoint of your eyelid. Wherever it stretches out to, that's your midpoint, where you take your arc up. Okay, so we do it this way. We make an arc here, and then we make an arc here. Did it show? Okay, here, right here, and right here. Right, let's clean out this. Okay, so here, how do we know our outer point? Our outer point is somewhere here. Outer point is somewhere here. So how do we know? We place it here, stretch it towards this outer corner of the eyelid, and stretch it out. Wherever it stretches out to, that's our outer point. So let's try it this way. Here, right? Okay. Okay. At this point, we have been able to map out some important areas, and these areas are going to help us when drawing. It's going to be very easy, right? Okay, so what is the next thing to do? The next thing to do is to join the dots together with lines. Okay, we'll start from the outer corner, the easiest part. As beginners, you start with the easy ones, right? You don't have to start with something that will make you struggle while doing, right? So we'll start from here. Oh, this is too thick. I have to press it down. Okay. And then I'm basically picking little amount, just little amount. You don't need too much. I usually tell you guys, don't take too much. Please don't pack too much products on your brushes, on your face. The reason being that so that you can be in control of the product when blending. If you pack so much, you will lose control. You can't blend them. You can't blend them, and thereby making your work messy. You won't get that perfect result, right? Okay, so we'll do this one here. I want it to be clear. You have to be clear for my viewers to see. Okay, did you see that? And then we'll do the upper one. And then at this point, we'll go ahead and do any little adjustment. If there are places, we are done joining the dots together with lines, okay? At this point, most times there are places you need to do some adjustments, maybe places that are tiny, places that are not, the pomade didn't show, I mean the brow gel didn't show properly. You go ahead and do the adjustments. If there are places you need to take up, especially this part, take it up. And if there are places that you feel they are too big and fat, then that one you can only correct that part using your concealer when you are concealing, okay? If you feel your eyebrows were too big, or some places went higher or became bigger when you were drawing, okay, when you are drawing, and then you can only correct it when you are concealing, right? At this point, to go ahead and start filling in, and then we'll have to fill in gently, 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 okay? I'm not adding pressure, I'm just rolling it. I'm just doing it gently, gently, gently. I'm so gentle. You have to be gentle on yourself, right? Because when you add so much pressure, it will mess it up. Then it will not have that natural effect, right? We want it to look as natural as possible, even though we have altered altered a little bit. Yeah, but then we have to try as much as possible to make it come closer to natural. So I'm basically just filling in. Coot. What do you mean by coot? Honey. Big Zad. Big Zad, what do you mean by coot? You mean cute or what? I don't get your language. Please, can you speak English? Sorry. Okay, so I'm still filling in, filling in, filling in. filling in. Here is the pro. Here is it. What do you think? Isn't this beautiful? At this point, basically, if you just want to go out like this, you can. You can. At this point, the brows is halfway done, right? So we're gonna go ahead and add our concealer. This is my brand. You know, there are two kinds of concealer. There are the liquid concealer. We have the liquid concealer. We have the cream concealer. Okay, as a beginner, I will advise you go for the cream concealer because they tend not to be runny, just like the liquid concealer. Liquid concealer are always runny. Most times you lose control when blending them or when using them. But using your cream concealer, uh, you are full in control. They do not run, they do not slip out, they are just there. If you push them this way, they'll go, and they give a full coverage. Yeah, so I will advise you to go for cream concealer, right? Okay, so what I'm doing is mixing my concealer with my foundation. I don't want it too white. Okay, so the next thing is concealing. And when concealing, I usually tell you guys to start from this corner, right? Okay, and you should do it bit by bit, right? Bit by bit. As a beginner, this is how you conceal your eyebrows. Do not go from here all the way through. No. If you do that, you're gonna make a mess. Sure, you're gonna make a mess as a beginner. But if you are a professional, that's okay. You can go from here all the way through, right? But if you're still struggling, do it bit by bit, just like the way I'm doing, okay? So I want it to be clear. Okay. So when you are done concealing the brows, excuse me, the next thing is to blend out this harshness. Every harshness you see here, you blend it out. But before you start blending, go ahead and wipe out the excess concealers, excess product on your brush. Because if you don't do that, you are sure gonna make a mess. You will not be in control. Okay? When you're blending, you continue destroying your hard work. So we're still blending. You see, because I don't have so much products, blending is easy for me, right? If you have so much product, blending will be so difficult for you. You will cover your whole eyelid, the whole place, the whole corner with concealer, and that's not what we want. We want something minimal and beautiful, right? So keep blending and blending and blending. So at this point, you can use your fingers and just blend out. Okay. Alright, this is what we got. And then the upper side, we'll do the same thing. I'm basically picking up my concealer with my concealer brush, and then we'll start. Like I told you, if you have places that are bigger than the other side, okay, maybe some place on your brows are fatter, some are thinner, so you can actually fix this when concealing. You use a concealer to reduce those places, right? Okay. Did you see I'm doing it bit by bit? I'm doing it bit. That's how you should do it, right? Okay. And do not rush. Do not rush. Otherwise, your hand will go this way, vam, vam, like zigzag. You know, some people, it's very funny. A lot of people, when drawing their brows, they will draw a very perfect brow, like very beautiful. And then they'll spoil everything when concealing. When it's time to conceal, oh my God. Because the hand is doing, and because they're so fast, they're so, I don't know who is running after you. No one is running after you. So just take your time, right? So when they are doing it, because they are so fast, and because they just want to do it from this way all the way through, and then you see them making a mess, which is not what you want. I know, that's not what you want. Okay. Okay. How do you see it? Basically, we just used a very important trick. See? To get this. All right, so the next thing we do right now is to blend out this harshness. These are called harshness. You don't want to leave your brows like this, right? You have to blend it. That's the difference between you and a professional. A professional knows her or his blending game. They know it very well. They can use fake products to get a very perfect work. Like when you see it, you'll be like, oh wow, this is beautiful. They didn't tell you, no one would tell you, and you're not gonna know if they didn't tell you that they are using very cheap product. But because they know how to blend properly, they know the secret. The secret is do not pick so much product and another secret is when blending, make sure you don't have so much product too on your brush, your blending brush. That is the secret. And another secret is also make sure that your concealer is, the shade is not way too far from your skin shade or your foundation shade. Okay, when it's too lighter, like mine right now is a bit lighter, but I tend to blend it, tone it down with my foundation. When I mix my foundation, I when I mix my foundation with my concealer, that way I am able to tone it down, and that way it will not be too messy for me if I'm blending. Can you see? I'm just blending and it's disappearing into my skin. It's sinking into my skin. You know, that's how it should be. And this is it. Tell me, is this not beautiful? No, tell me in the comment section. You guys are not communicating with me today. What happened? What happened? Who is online? Who is watching me? You guys are not communicating today. Oh my God, my last life was fun. You guys were lively. What happened? What do you think? Isn't this beautiful? So at this point, we're going to use a spoolie. This is called spoolie. All right? What you actually use for your eyelashes. Okay? So at this point, to make this place little more natural, we'll brush it out. Brush it out. Brush it out. We want it to look as natural as possible. So this is what we got. This is what we got, baby. What do you think, my love? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? At this point, what do you think? Isn't this beautiful? Okay, so the next step, you guys know the next step is applying this over here because we don't want something that is looking greasy, oily, wet. Now we want something that is looking so matty and beautiful. So I'm basically picking this up and then go in. Please, my love, if you are doing this, just be careful so you don't end up spoiling or messing your work. Okay, here's what we got. Here is what we got. Isn't just a simple trick, isn't just an effective trick. This trick is very simple, very effective, and very easy. Simple, effective, easy. For beginners, if you're a beginner, don't worry, your solution is here. So this is how it looks. Can you see? Let me come closer So you see it. Camera, show this properly to my viewers. Okay, so let's do the same thing over here. I like to do it on both sides. So you will not tell me, oh, she usually do it on this other eye and I'm able to do it on this other eye. I can't do it over here because she don't show me how to do it here. Now I'm gonna show you guys, okay? Just calm down. All right. So now basically picking up brow pomade, and then we'll measure. We are good at measuring. Beginners, you need to measure, okay? From here to here, from here to here. And then we'll take it out. Okay, we'll make a dot. Alright? We do the same thing up here. We make a dot. Right? Okay. We place it here, stretch it to this point, and then we'll get it. So we'll do it this way. We make a dot. Can you see the dot? The dot is here, here. And then we'll do the same thing. Make a dot. So is it too up? Okay. Make a dot. And then we'll place it here. Stretch it towards this angle. And then we make a dot. This way. Make a dot. Alright, I hope you guys are able to see it. So let's just take out this mess. Sorry, I should have done this before making those dots, but that's okay. So now we're gonna go ahead and start joining them together with lines. So the first dot, this dot is here, and then okay. And then from here, I hope you guys can see. And then from here, okay. And then from here, okay. So drawing your second brows, that's where the work is, because you have to make sure they are the same. They look the same, both in shape, both in size, and both in shade, right? Like I told you guys, sometime you can actually get two shades or many more shades, even with one shade of eye pencil, okay? You can get a dark shade or a light shade with one shade of eye pencil. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do a little adjustment, little. And then when you draw, you go back, you check, okay? Even when you are concealing too, because you don't want to have something that is different from each other. So this trick is just a guideline, okay? It's just a guideline. And then once you're done joining the excuse me, joining the dots together with lines, then you can go ahead and make your adjustment, okay? That is exactly what I'm doing right now. Okay. And then the next thing is we'll go ahead and start filling in. We fill in gently. We fill in gently. When filling in, this outer corner needs to be darker than this other corner, okay? Excuse me. When you are filling in, you have to make sure the outer corner is darker than the inner corner. Outer corner is here, inner corner is here. Basically, I'm just filling in this way. I'm doing it this way. This way. Follow the what happened? Excuse me. Follow the lines of your eyebrows, right? So because our outer inner corner needs to be lighter, we shade in carefully. We shade in carefully. These parts, you shade in carefully. Carefully. Okay. So you check, check if they're actually the same. This also you do when you are concealing. When concealing, you have to check too to verify if if they are the same shade. Okay. All right, at this point, we'll brush it out. Brush it out here first. We brush out to make it look real as possible. So I hope they are the same shade. Then at this point, we'll go ahead and conceal. I have my concealer already, so we'll pick up some good amount, not too much and not so little. When concealing, we do it what? Bit by bit. From here. Okay, I think I need to add up something. Okay, so we'll start from this part. Okay, bit by bit. So when you conceal, you go back, you check. Always check. Because you are a human being. You are not an automated machine. Okay, you are not a robot, you're just a human being. You can actually make mistakes. So that's why you need to always verify if they are the same. Okay. Okay, at this point, I think they are the same. So we'll clean out the excess product on our brush, and then we'll go ahead and blend. We'll clean out the excess on our brush because we don't want to make mess, right? If you have so much on your brush, you have so much product, you are gonna mess up your work. So go ahead and blend it out. See, it is very easy. I'm fully in control of the product. I'm fully in control. They obey me. Whatever I do, whatever I say, they do. Wherever I lead them, they go. But if you have so much, you'll be leading, they will also be leading. No one will pay attention. So it's better you use little so that you'll be in control. When you lead, they go. Where you lead, they go. So at this point, you can use your fingers. All right. So this is it. This is it. Okay, so we'll do the thing, the upper side. Okay. Here. Okay. When you are concealing, you do it bit by bit, and then you go back, you check. Are they same? If there is an error, if there is any mistake, you go ahead and adjust. Just like here, I will adjust here little adjustment. Okay. Stella Uche, how are you, Stella? How are you? You are welcome. And then Okay, so you check and you check and you check. Are they the same? That is what should be running in your mind. Are they the same? Oh, they are not the same. Oh, this, oh, that. Okay, let me go and do some little more adjustment. That's how you get a perfect brow both side. You don't just draw anything here and you just draw anything here and you start growing out. People are gonna tell you, oh, what happened to your face? Someone gave you a blow here. Because probably this one might be up and this one might be down, and you know that a lot of people, their brows are not same. Like the situation of their brows, it's not same. Naturally my brows, they are not same. This one came down and this one went up. So basically when I'm, excuse me, when I'm shaving or carving my eyebrows, I tend to bring this one later down, right? Because I want it to be same. And that's the same thing, the exact thing you also need to do when you're drawing your brows. When you draw, you check. When you're concealing, you check. Okay, are they same? You don't need something that is way higher, this one lower, or something thin and thicker. Yeah, stuffs like that. So that's what I mean. Okay, so at this point, I think they are same, right? Are they same? I think they are. Or what do you think? Okay, so then it's time to blend out this harshness. These things are called harshness because they are not smooth. They are not smooth. Those rough areas. So we'll go ahead and start blending them out. And before you blend, clean out the excess product on your brush. Clean it out and then start blending. Okay, so if I feel it's not blending properly, go ahead and clean it out more because I want it to look very natural, very beautiful, you know. Okay, so at this point, this is what we got. Yeah. Okay, so this is how it looks. Just using these tricks, this is what we got. I recommend this trick, this pattern. I highly recommend it for every beginner, every beginner. This is gonna save you a lot. It's gonna save you the time. It's gonna save you the stress. It's gonna save you the confidence. Yeah, a lot of women, when they are not properly dressed, they lose their confidence. Yeah, so but if you carry something that is beautiful and classy, you'll be confident of yourself when you go out there. You don't at your working place, you feel okay, especially if you're such a person that is always attending to people, um like you are in the customer care, or you are what do they call them, secretaries, right? You are someone who attend to people, whatever profession it is, you need to wear something that is beautiful, because when you're talking to people, when you're approaching people, people tend to look at your face, your eyes, your eyebrows, your lips, your face in general as a young woman, right? So you need to look good. It should be a first impression, right? So this lifts your confidence, okay? It gives you good vibe, right? So at this point, I think we're done doing this part. We're done doing this part already. Okay, so at this point, we'll go ahead and just a minute. Okay, so here we are. This is the final look. So when blending, your concealer should be able to disappear into your skin, not showing, not some people, their concealer goes as far as into their hair, and you'll be seeing it on their hairline. Their hairline will be showing white substances, and you'll be like, what the hell? Is this just a powder, or is this just a body cream? This is their concealer, because they are not able they are not able to blend properly, and they are not able to use minimal products. Please, as a beginner, learn to use little products. That is just the gap between you and a professional. A professional knows how to navigate. A professional knows how to improvise. A professional knows how to use